All right, Michael Heston, thanks for joining the Global Broadcasting Station. And welcome everyone to the Global Broadcasting Station. Thanks for rolling in, Floricella, Michael Heston. Appreciate all the fans. We're just moments away from getting started. As I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Black is absolutely mind-fucked, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe the things that I've seen over the past week. You're not going to believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Thank you, Steve and Priscilla, for joining us on the Shawn Black Show. We're just about to get kicked off. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Shawn Black Show. Coming at you live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. right here on the Global Broadcasting Station. Your new weekly source of social entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Disclaimer, the content on this show is for mature audience members only. We do not recommend that anyone under the age of 18 view the show. Viewer discretion is advised as we roll on with the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsors, JesseRodriguezFilms.com. Check out JesseRodriguezFilms.com. Also check out Trap House Coffee. Coffee so strong it's sketchy, ladies and gentlemen. Send us a message on the Global Broadcasting Station Facebook page. And we will knock off $1 shipping whenever you message us and inquire about the Trap House Coffee. We'll get you hooked up on the coffee, and we'll throw $1 off of shipping while we're at it. Thank you, Becca, for tuning into the Global Broadcasting Station. And thanks for everybody for joining us on tonight's broadcast. There are a few things that I'd like to go over tonight. First of all, I don't know if you're watching, but first of all, behalf of myself and everybody here at the Global Broadcasting Station, we would like to wish our personal friend and lifetime fan of the Shawn Black Show, Cody Brown, a happy birthday, as he has turned a quarter-century old today. So if we could wish him a happy birthday in our comment section. Thank you, Becca Day. This is Lyndon Partain is watching the broadcast tonight. Shout out to my West Texas people out there in San Angelo, Texas. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Cody Brown. We wish you the best, Cody, and we wish you many more years of fulfilling life. So, thank you, Cody Brown. Happy birthday to you, buddy. And so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely mind-fucked. It's been a very eerie and chilling last few days, I'm not going to lie. So I'm just catching my breath. I'm trying to keep up with some of this stuff. It's coming in from Becca Day. She says, Lyndon need to talk about anarchism one day. Absolutely, Lyndon Partain. We'd love to have you on the show. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. And if that's anarchism, we can do that. And we can bring some awareness, Lyndon. So get in touch with me. Send me a message on the Global Broadcasting Station page. Shoot me a message and we'll set something up. That'd be great. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I have a story to share with you all tonight. I received an email recently from an anonymous fan. And what I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that this email was sent in by a woman who lives in Del Valle, Texas. And for those of you out there that tune into the Shawn Black Show each Tuesday, you know that our broadcasting station is also located out here in Del Valle, Texas, which is just a few miles southeast of the greater city of Austin. But anyways, this woman is middle-aged, widowed. That is what I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot give her name, her identity. Must be concealed, but she is middle-aged, she's widowed, and she lives on 200 acres of property out here in Del Valle. And it turns out it's actually not very far at all from where our broadcasting station is. So after she sent me this email, I actually drove over. I could have just walked, to be honest. She's not that far. But I went over and met with her and checked it out. But I'll go on with the email here. She lives on 200 acres of land, not very far from where we're located here, and she sent me an email, and the email went like this. Shawn Black, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to read this letter. I'm also a resident of Del Valley, and I love the show so much. Love the topics. Keep up the good work. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But she goes on to write, I sit on my back porch every night to watch the Texas sunset. And I also drink a glass of wine or 3 when I sit on my porch. And she writes, last Wednesday night, my dog kept barking at something in the distance. She said that he was acting very panicky and spooked, and that he just wouldn't let it go. And that he kept barking and barking and barking. And she writes, I'm not going to lie, it frightened me. And she said, I was frightened, but I was also curious to know what the dog was barking at in the distance. So she writes, I got up off of my rocking chair and I walked a few yards into the pasture. And that's when I noticed in the distance there were people holding torches. There were people holding torches and they were gathered around a campfire. That's what she's writing in the email. She also says that she claims that there was a campfire and that they were burning a corpse. This group of individuals. She claims that they were burning a corpse over the fire. I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not kidding. Out here in Del Valley, Texas, where we're located, this is what's going on. It's coming in from Ryan Brown. He says, out there in the pasture, that's right, in the pasture, there's a lot of pasture land out here, actually, just southeast of Austin, out here in Del Valley. And this is definitely the place that if you were going to dispose of a body or something of that nature, you do it out in Del Valley. That's what I've heard. Because it's very country living out here. People kind of keep to themselves. Everybody has guns. But there's just a lot of, vast land to take care of evil business, if you know what I mean. And you hear about shootings and stabbings and stuff out here all the time. That's nothing new to Del Valley, but this is taking it to another level from what this lady claims she saw. She said that they were gathered around a campfire, chanting a phrase over and over and over. And she went on to write that, that these people were chanting over and over and over some wicked phrase, she said. She couldn't quite understand what they were saying, but she said that they were just getting really excited and they were chanting over and over and over like some type of ritual thing. And she went on to write that she has never been this scared in her entire life. Middle-aged woman. Terrified. The letter continues. I immediately ran back inside my house and called 911 and told the operator what I saw. We all know how well that can work out sometimes when you call 911. However, but she called 911 and told the operator what she saw. What I told you, she told me. And she writes that they sent a policeman out to investigate the situation. So they send the guy out, the police officer, and he goes out and investigates and he finds nothing. The remnants of this campfire, no longer. No trace of evidence left behind. That's what's strange. It took the police officer about 30 to 45 minutes to show up after she made the call, and he did go check it out, investigated the situation, and found no evidence of this campfire. And ladies and gentlemen, I met up with this lady personally, and I can tell you that she did not cross me as a liar. I, Shawn Black, I can read people very well. I do it all the time. And I see straight through the bullshit. And I just feel like this lady was telling the truth. Anyways, I'll go on with the story. The police officer shows up, investigates, doesn't find anything. However, he does jot down her story. And the police officer stated, he made a statement to the woman. And he says to the anonymous person that wrote the email, he says, the police officer states, "There's probably no need to be worried, ma'am. That was probably just teenagers getting drunk and cutting up around a campfire." Seriously, that's what the police officer is telling the lady. And the officer said that he would file the police report, and that he would keep his eyes peeled and notify all the officers in the area to keep a lookout. And the woman claims that she still doesn't feel safe in her own home. Thank you, Alana Valdez and Dora, for joining us here on the Shawn Black Show. Just reading this email that this anonymous person sent into the global broadcasting station. And what this old lady saw was something very horrific out in her pasture land out in Del Valle, Texas. She lives on 200 acres of land. And sorry, I'm playing catch up and catching everybody up on the story. But she saw something very strange out in Del Valle. She saw people holding torches, sitting around a campfire. She said that she saw a corpse burning over the fire. And that these people were, she said they were dressed really funny and that they were chanting, going on with this chant. She couldn't make out what the chant was. She said it was really, really creepy. But, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, getting off track here, but the woman claims, after visiting with the police officer, that she still doesn't feel safe in her own home. And in the closing of the letter that she wrote to me, she wrote, "Shawn Black, please share my story and get the truth out there. Everyone needs to be aware of the evil in our community. Lock your doors and lock your windows. The wicked are out there. Please share my story. ... Anonymous." And ladies and gentlemen, I did meet up with this lady that sent in the email. And I did a little bit of investigating myself. Again, she does not live very far from where we are set up out here at all. So I could literally walk to this lady's house. So I met up with her and checked it out. And I also saw something. I was in the same. I went to this lady's house, and I went to the same spot that she was standing when she saw the campfire from the distance. And I went to where she was at, and I stood there and I looked out across the plains, and I too saw something. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you'll believe me. I hope that we can be adults and mature about this. Because the police are not taking us seriously, ladies and gentlemen. The police did not take this woman very seriously. That's kind of why she sent me the letter. And I knew she wasn't bullshitting me. So I checked it out for myself. And ladies and gentlemen, what I saw was just unhuman. What I saw was just very creepy, and ladies and gentlemen, I think I saw someone eating a dog alive. Hey, knock it off. Knock it off. Trying to do a live broadcast here. But ladies and gentlemen, I saw someone or something eating a dog alive. And I ran like hell. I did not look back. I kept running and running and running, ladies and gentlemen. I'd never seen anything like it in my entire life. And whatever was gnawing on this, I'm assuming either a dog or coyote. I'm pretty sure it was a dog. It was wearing something, like it was like a, kind of like those sheets that the KKK used to wear. It was like a hood and sheet, kind of like that. And it was eating a dog alive. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sharing this with you guys because I don't know who else to talk to about it. The police are not taking us seriously. They say that they're upping their presence in the area and that they're monitoring everything closely. But I just can't get over what I saw. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to investigate the situation further. If the police aren't going to do their part, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and expose whatever it was that I saw here live on the Global Broadcasting Station. And hopefully we can solve this together. I mean, what kind of human being eats a dog? Was it human? I'm not so sure it was. But I'll tell you this much, I ran like hell, got the fuck out of there. You got to imagine, ladies and gentlemen, this is 200 acres of pasture land. And it just goes on and on and on and on, and there's just no telling what lives out in this pasture. It's very swampy in some areas, very grassy. There's lots of trees. Anything could be hiding out there. Thank you, Clint Curry, for tuning into the Shawn Black Show. Also, Robert Norris. Appreciate your viewership as well. Shout out to everybody tuning into the show right now. just a quick recap if you're just joining us. A lady sent in an email claiming that she saw something very strange out on her property out here in Del Valle, not very far at all where our office is located, and she saw some ritual occult thing go on her property. She saw a corpse burning over a campfire, and she saw these people like running around in circles and chanting, and I don't know, whatever the occult does. I'm not very educated on it, but yeah, so I met up with this lady and checked it out for myself, and I also saw something. I saw something eat a dog alive. And I've also been hearing about people, see, one of our neighbors out here has goats. He's got like 30 goats out there, and he says that he's got goats that are coming up missing. Seriously. Out here, the global broadcasting station, where we're stationed out here, this is where this shit's going on. It's where I've been hearing about this shit. Yeah, so like people's animals are coming up missing. I swear to God, I saw something eating a dog. And this lady claims that she saw a ritual go on. So has anybody else heard about any of this? Anybody out in the Del Valle area watching the program tonight, please get active in the comments section, and if you've heard about any of this go on, I'd like to hear from you. As I'm trying to expose this story to the masses, ladies and gentlemen. If the police aren't going to do their part and not properly investigate this thing, then I will, because I feel that many lives are at stake. Many lives are at stake, ladies and gentlemen. All the families and the animals out here, all lives. All lives matter, and all lives are at stake. Because what I saw, ladies and gentlemen, was very primitive, very primal. It was like an animal eating an animal. I just don't know what to think of it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's just been a very hectic and very eerie past few days. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do, Sunday night, I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and we're going to investigate this. Say Sunday night, 8 o'clock, right here on the Global Broadcasting Station. I'm going to take you, the audience, with me on an adventure, and we're going to camp out. We're going to stake out where I believe these beings are setting up camp and doing their sacrifices, rituals, whatever it is that's going on. We're going to check it out together as an audience, and maybe we can save lives if we get enough people to watch and bring awareness to this situation. Who knows how many lives we could save? I think a mass sacrifice is coming. I can feel it in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Something's very, very, very strange going on out here in Del Valle. And we're going to investigate it. It's coming in from It's coming in from Clint McCary. He says, I've walked up on a fucked up ritual when I was living in Austin, Texas. People on their knees, mumbling shit while guys with shotguns walked around yelling shit. I was lucky not to be seen. Clint, bro, that's very much like kind of like what I saw. This lady saw a group of people chilling around a campfire, mumbling shit. You know, everybody's got a shotgun out here. I wonder if it could have been like the same group of people, because I don't know. That sounds very similar. And same situation. When I saw what I saw, I was very lucky not to be seen. I ran like hell. I got the fuck out of there. And unfortunately, I was not strapped with a weapon at the time, as I should be. I'm definitely going to buy a gun. Now, after seeing what I've seen, I'm definitely going to buy a gun. I can't describe it, ladies and gentlemen, the horror. What I saw. I just don't know what's going. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But good advice, Clint. I'm definitely gonna buy a gun. I'm gonna strap up, because before this thing is said and over with, before my investigation is said and done with, I may need to use it. It's coming in from Joe Grist. He says, what did he see again exactly? And this was an anonymous person, but I will say, what I can tell you is this was a female, middle-aged, widowed, middle-aged woman. She claims that she saw a campfire ritual go down. She said that she saw a corpse burning underneath the flames. And she heard these people, they were chanting and mumbling stuff, much like Clint has witnessed himself. That they were chanting and just carrying on in a very ritual-like fashion. She said that they were drinking like something, like the blood of something, I don't know. But it scared the shit out of her, and she even notified the police. She called 911, and a cop came out, and you know, he investigated, and apparently whomever was doing this cleaned up all the evidence, cleaned up the campsite, because he found no trace of evidence. And all he did was he filed the report and told the lady that, you know, this is probably just kids cutting up and getting drunk and having a campfire, and just kind of laughed it off. So she sent the email into the global broadcasting station, and I met up with her because she doesn't live very far away. And I met up with her, and I investigated myself on that 200 acres of pasture land she's got, and I saw somebody, Joe. I shit you not, man. I shit you not, Joe. I saw something eating a dog alive. Like the dog was still alive, and it was just like, it was like crouched over and like just eating it, like a werewolf or something. I don't know. But the police aren't taking us very seriously, so I'm talking to you guys about it. And Sunday night, 8 o'clock, right here on the Global Broadcasting Station, I'm going to do an investigation. I'm going to do another investigation, but this time I'm not coming alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing you, the audience, and the cameras with me. And maybe we can catch a sneak peek of what's been going on. And I'm very disappointed in the the police department out here from not taking. I don't think they're taking this situation seriously enough. Because what I saw is I can't even put it into words. how gnarly it was. Thank you, Jasmine, for tuning into the Shawn Black Show. Bear with me. It's been a very chilling and eerie last few days as I witnessed something that not for the faint of heart. Appreciate you tuning into the show. Lyndon Partain, welcome to the Global Broadcasting Station. As I continue on with the Shawn Black Show tonight, this is episode number 28. This is not the way I'd like to be doing my show tonight, but you got a group of people out here doing some really spooky, weird shit, and I can't ignore it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't ignore it, and I'm going to bring as much attention as I can to the situation. This coming in from Lyndon Partain. He says, hey, could there be something connected with that recent showing of Evil Dead in the Woods with Bruce Campbell? I'm not so sure, Lyndon. This could just be kids playing a prank on us, on this older lady. I don't know. I don't know if this is tied into that or not. But what I do know, what I saw, look, nothing like anything I've ever seen out of a movie. What I saw was very real. Looked very real to me. Thank you, Brianda, for joining us tonight on the Shawn Black Show. Mind-fucked and brainwashed by what I've witnessed in the last 72 hours, Brianda. I don't know, Branda, if you have any friends out in the Del Valley area, but please spread the word. Warn everybody that there's something going on out here, and I think it could be coming to a neighborhood near you. I think it could be coming to your front doorstep or your back doorstep. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what I saw. All right? And if you believe me, great. If you don't believe me, then it's your funeral. And apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Not trying to freak y'all out, but something very strange going on, and I'm just very unsettled. Also, David Vasquez, as you've seen David on the show, hashtag Team Vasquez, he's also making claims lately that he feels like something like a presence is watching him while he's sleeping out here. And it's just, I can't say that it's coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that all this stuff is going on like at the same time. This coming in from Michael Heston, his comment says, fuck all that. I don't blame you, Michael. That's why when I saw what I saw, I ran like Forrest Gump and got the fuck out of there. But I can't ignore what I saw. And if the police aren't going to stop it, I'm going to do everything in my power to find out who and what is doing this and put an end to it. I don't know if we have to start our own militia or get something caught on videotape for the police to take this seriously. I don't know. Do people have to die before people aren't calling me a paranoid schizophrenic. This is coming in from Joe Gariss. He says, "Hey Shawn, is it pretty natural landscape out there in Del Valley?" It's actually, it's very natural, and it's very, I would say it's a lot of brush and stuff. It's not very woodsy. It's like, it's just like a lot of brush and cotton fields and